Welcome back to another episode de Todos Toman podcast. Muchachos, ¿cómo están? How are you doing? ¿Qué están tomando? The whole crew's here. Episode
Oh,
157.
Oh
Ooh,
oh,
shit.
oh.
eh, sí, pues hay que empezar por ahí. ¿Cómo están?
Miguel, how are you?
Well, first of all, it's cold, right?
Fuck yeah, it's cold.
Super cold.
Yeah.
Not as cold as it is in California, but it's cold, right?
It's cold as fuck here.
Uh, pero pues, it's a. I rather not say how I'm doing right now. I'll save it for the rest of the episode because like it's gonna go into today's topic, dude.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
Bien, bien.
Well, can you tell us at least what you're drinking, or you're not drinking nothing?
Oh yeah. So it's cold, just like like not as bad as California, but it is cold. So I
Right.
am drinking coffee, pero le puse the
Oh, nice.
Ryan's cream liqueur.
Oh, le puse el logo de Guinness para que vean que es algo ya y no más
No.
un café, ¿no?
No, aquí tengo
That's a nice
la
mug. That's a nice mug.
I got it right here. Y pues como que le hace falta azúcar. So, un churro, dude, to mix it, dude.
Oh shit.
Oh, yo pensé que era,
Innovation. Pues que era
pensé que
juguete
era un pedazo de
prohibido.
canela, güey, ¿no?
Que su juguete prohibido lo sacó de no sé de dónde. Pinche churrote. Pero,
¿Ya
damn.
no?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Tank. What you got going on?
Pues aquí, something simple, dude. Just whiskey, Coke, and a little bit of sparkling water.
I fuck with
De
that, dude.
sabor de limón.
Okay, I like that. A little classy, dude. I feel like I'm always like the one left behind. You guys are always coming up with like some good shit, honestly.
Oh boy.
I'm just me with
That's
the boring
pretty
ass
classy
beer.
myself, you know?
805.
805. That's
Dude,
good
I
beer.
love this. I love this beer. I was stuck on it. Like again, I always say it that I have my moments with the beer, and I was stuck on it for like a
Mhm.
good like year and a half. Like that's all I would buy. I'm not stuck on that now. I don't think I'm stuck to an actual beer now, like a specific beer. None of that. But yeah, nonetheless, yeah, 805.
It's classy to me, dude. It's classy to me.
Thanks.
It's a classic can.
It is nice.
I'm drinking Crown Royal Blackberry
Okay.
I still yeah to try that
con-
shit, dude.
con poquito lemonade.
Ooh.
Oh,
Okay. All right, man.
Fire.
And I think I don't know if I talked about it before. I tried it with lemonade and it was like it's all right, but I think I could actually drink it by itself. I know Miguel that you didn't like it as much,
Nah,
but
not by itself.
it's
Yeah,
pretty
me
good.
neither.
I'm like it's pretty good, but I'm also using my little cup, que
Oh,
insulated
Padrino.
cup.
Del Padrino.
Sí. So
Nice, dude.
espérate, porque se va a caer. I gotta. Let's
Oh,
cheers here,
cheers,
muchachos.
sí.
Sí, porque si no, luego el público se enoja y.
Tengo la boca seca, dude. Yeah.
Yo estaba trying con an empty can, no?
No, I still got some.
Yeah, it's good.
I'm still yet to try that. I think you guys had. What was the other drink? All of you guys had it, and I was like, man, I gotta try that. It was a mixed drink, kind of like that too. But one of these days, too. I'll remember it and I'll tell you which one it is.
Cuando te acuerdes, dude, nos dejas saber, dude.
easy, eh?
I swear to God, I feel like I had it, and all of a sudden, it was like shit. Okay, pero bueno.
El número de personas. Oh, era esto, ¿no? Like,
Sí. Va, muchachos.
Oh,
So
shit, dude.
straight to the topic, or what's up, dude?
Well, the agenda, dude. There's a question that you asked now.
All right. So I'm gonna delete que están tomando, porque si no, I'll get confused. Give me a second.
just
We're out
cross
of
it
there.
out. dude. Just cross it out. You
No,
don't
I
have to
deleted that shit. I deleted that shit. Well, okay. Well, we all know the thing that happened this past yesterday. We do have a new president, right, in office. La pregunta es cómo están mentally. Well, how do you guys feel about the whole thing? Like, we already talked a little bit about it. I know we had, we're a little scared here, we're a little scared there, but now that it actually happened and reality is actually here, how do you guys feel?
I guess I'll start real quick by saying it's my bad. Es que pues Miguel estaba tosiendo, tan que estaba pensando y
Oh.
dije, pues let me jump in here. Pero no, I think it's kind of like reality setting in, right? Because we were all aware that he was gonna come into office and sign executive orders,
Mhm.
and people were not gonna like. There's obviously, the country's divided in some sort of way. Like people that really think that Trump is gonna come in and make this country better or make America great again, whatever. But then there's other people that kind of in a way paying the consequences to him being elected, right? Like there's a lot of things that are going, against constitution rights and all these other things that put certain groups of people in buckets where you are worried, you do have some sort of fear, you have some sort of uncertainty, you feel like your rights are being violated because you no longer have those rights. So it's a lot to process, right? So I'll start by that and saying que I'm trying my hardest to keep that same mentality that we talked about in a previous episode, where it's just taking it one day at a time, um, and just kind of looking for resources in different areas, not just that are going to benefit me, but that I can pass along to others.
I
Um,
seen Miguel yesterday. I was scrolling through TikTok when I got back from work, and I saw a bunch of different TikToks that Miguel was reposting. And then I saw I think a story, Miguel in Facebook, that you started posting different stuff like know your rights, know this, know
Oh,
that.
yeah.
I think that's more than anything. I know we're not fully informed with a lot of stuff, right? Especially when it comes to immigration or raids or whatever it might be. But it's always good to, if you find something that maybe you don't know, kind of like what Miguel was doing. Well, maybe he didn't know certain stuff, but it's like, well, fuck it, I didn't know it. I'm sure probably other people don't know it, so I'm going to repost it, and whoever catches whoever's attention, and hopefully it finds somebody that doesn't know, and now they know. So definitely a props to you, Miguel, for doing all that.
Dude, shout out to my boy Rondo. He like before this episode, he messaged me. He's like, "Hey, we're gonna talk to an immigration lawyer. Like, if you wanna, join the panel." And I was like, "Yeah, join the session." I was like, "Yeah, dude." Like, I joined. Dude, there was a lot of stuff I did not know. I did not know that there's two different types of warrants for raids, for like immigration raids, and each one has their own rights and kind of like how you could defend yourself per each kind of raid. And like yo no sabía, dude. Yo pensaba que like, oh, but it's just a raid. It's like, like one type. I didn't know there was two different types. Which
That's what I think too.
yeah, which
That's all
like
I know.
yeah, which I'm assuming we'll probably get to in later on. But just real quick, there is two types. One of them is a administrative warrant, and the other one is a judicial. So one of them is signed by a judge. That one has more kind of like, oh, they could pretty much go into your house, going to places to look for whoever it is.
More authority.
Correct. And the other one is administrative, which is signed by DHS or a supervisor in ICE or somewhere. And those are limited. So, for example, you don't have to open the door. You don't have to let them in. You don't have to like they cannot go inside private sectors of a company or a business. They can only go to wherever non-employees can go to.
No, in the case of something happening, either or, how are you able to tell which one's which? Like-
So yeah. So lo primero que estaba diciendo era that you should always ask for the warrant, right? Whether you have papers or whether you don't have papers, preferably whoever is the owner or the supervisor, manager, whatever it is, que pregunte what type of paperwork it is, and it'll tell you if it's judicial or if it's administrative, and from there you could kind of go by like, all right, well now we know what to do, and obviously if it's judicial, it's more personal, so it kind of goes more into like it's more, it's like when they arrest somebody, being
It's
a nombre
individual?
persona, yeah, it's more
Okay.
individual, more direct.
Okay, damn, dude, good to know. You said shout out to who?
Rome, dude.
Oh shit. Okay.
Romerito, dude.
Well, we'll
Yeah,
get
so
to that.
through work we were able to set that up and just kind of get information out there. We did a session earlier on for staff, and then earlier on today, we also opened it up for other people associated with the organization, just to provide resources and knowledge, just so we know how to handle different cases. But we'll get into that a little later.
Nice. Okay. Tank. Feelings of how it happened. Again, reality's fucking finally here.
Um,
How you
uh,
feeling, dude?
it seems I don't know if everybody's sharing the same thought, but like I feel like it feels scarier than the first term because it feels like it's like loaded with um I don't know if it's the fact que perdió the election, so now it's like more of a vengeful thing or que pedo, but it literally feels like the fucking circus is in town. Like cuando estuvo like the inauguration and stuff, it's just like a mí se me hizo like it was like 10 times worse than the first time he was elected. And just like based off how many executive orders he started off with in comparison to his previous term, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, dude, I just feel like he's definitely has it seems like he's coming harder than what he did the first time around.
Hmm.
Because I feel like the first time around it was like the whole like, oh, we're gonna build a wall and this and that. And now I feel like it's a little bit more.
Yeah, a lot more intense for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think besides the executive orders, it's also who was in attendance, right? Like
right.
you had like the CEO of Apple, the CEO of Google, CEO of TikTok, like the CEO of OpenAI, which is ChatGPT. You had like all these executives there, and like obviously you have Elon Musk, you have a whole bunch of influencers and a whole bunch of different people, and it's like that's literally all of social media, right? Like there's Twitter or X, there's TikTok, there's Facebook,
Facebook.
Instagram. Like like all those social media ones were there. They were present, and it kind of makes you think like they're present for a reason. And then afterwards, I know like everybody's kind of been grilling este Snoop Dogg for performing,
Yeah.
and especially because he's been coming out of like making out of music with Mexican artists and kind of doing the whole Cali thing and everything. And now he's kind of going off and like singing for Trump and integration. So there are people that are pissed off about him when it comes to that. I mean, so
Yeah.
it's just weird.
Yeah, that shit did backfire on him. And I think during the whole like election stuff, I think he went for Kamala Harris. No, I think there was something like that too because they were telling him about
Yeah,
that. But even then, it's just a culture thing. He's an African American guy. He lives in California. Like he reps Cali. Cali's is a big majority of the whole thing is just Hispanics, whether it's Mexican, Honduran, Central Americans, whatever. But it's such a culture shock when it came to knowing that Snoop Dogg was there. Honestly, personally, I guess I don't care, but I see why people would. I could understand, I guess, why people would. But also when it came to like you guys were saying about um, that it seems a little scary this time. It does because we always played that thing that the media controls, right? Controls us
Mhm.
and it injects some sort of fear into us. But at the same time, I felt like this time it was doing that, but also was kind of helping us to kind of be prepared for today, right? For now the days that we're living. They had said about before he was even in office, they were already knowing about raids that were going to happen in different parts of the United States.
Yeah,
They warned about Chicago, Boston. I even think Miami, like different cities that they were going to target. So that itself, like, yeah, I feel like it sells, right? It's ratings at the end of the day, especially for TV. But it's also one of I feel like it's also like, hey, heads up, it might happen here. So be aware, be vigilant with where you go and what you see, and if you see something, say something, post it up, and so people don't go there. So just in case there is some sort of raid, they don't get deported.
yeah,
Yeah, dude. It's crazy. And luego, pues, como dijiste esto, like so with the rates and everything, how it was spread. Obviously, it's spread faster through social media, right? The problem that we have is we see all the people that are there, and it's like these are people that control the social media, where we communicate, we kind of organize and everything. We couldn't do it through the Ready Meta platform for a while because things would get censored, things would get blocked, and now to fulfill uh, Trump's desire, they're taking away the verification, they're taking away the fact checks, so it's they're playing to his side already. And then we had TikTok, And then after the whole like TikTok went black, like when it came back on, it just doesn't feel the same.
Yeah. I well, go ahead, Romero. I know you want to say something, or Tank.
Well, I was just
No,
gonna say
well, I
like
just want to
oh.
go ahead, Tank.
not like or thought just saying like with Miguel with the whole TikTok thing, like dude cuando regresó like the platform, at one point I was like, damn dude, like whoever he was, some say he's a CEO, some say he's not. Ya casi it felt like damn dude, like pues ya chúpasela, no? Like a Trump and shit, like porque like how he was like, oh thank you and like this and that and like making like all these like, you know, literally like como se llama notifications that get like, oh, thanks to Trump and this and that, and like this wouldn't have been possible. And granted, maybe he's
President Trump, dude.
oh,
President
yeah, dude.
It's
Even
that
before,
Yeah,
even
tomaba,
before he was
yeah.
president. Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, because I think technically, even after you're president, you still
They
can
always
be
acknowledge him as president, right? Like they
Yeah.
always address him as President Bush, President whoever.
yeah,
Like, after
yeah.
they serve the term.
right, yeah. So maybe that,
Okay.
pero still, like, haz de cuenta que like no mames, way. Like either he was playing the game of like, all right, like I know he's a narcissist, so it's like let me déjale doy de su lado para que me ayude to save my apps or whatever. But once again, that's like aligning yourself with him and you know like whatever he says kind of thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, dude, it's just I don't know. It felt weird.
My girl was saying something. Sorry, Romero. I know you had something to say. My girl was saying something about it's like, well, how do you? Because I guess Trump made a comment like, yeah, TikTok is like without the U.S. is nothing. Like it's completely pretty much TikTok is shit without the U.S. That the U.S. Because it backs it up, it's worth like some sort of million or trillion of dollars to the app itself.
Trillion.
Trillion.
So my girl's like, well, why do you think like they like the CEO feels? I was like, honestly, if I was a CEO and if it was that, like I'm gonna be making my money. I could care less whatever he says. Like I'm gonna be backed up by the US. My app's not gonna be canceled. I don't have to sell my app. I don't know if he's going to, or I don't know what's gonna be the deal obviously after. But right now he doesn't have to sell the app. He's not selling the app. He's still getting a shitload of money off of it. He's a billionaire himself, isn't he? Like he's I don't know.
I
He's a
wouldn't
billionaire.
doubt it. Like
At this point, right? Especially with the app, I feel like we have revolved ourselves with just the app in general. Like I rarely see Facebook, and if I am in Facebook's because I'm chatting with you guys or with my sister or something. But honestly, TikTok's where I'm at. That's where I'm honestly at. So she was saying like, well, how do you think he feels? Like he could care. I could care less of whatever the fuck he thinks. Sign the shit. Do not ban my app. I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna make some money. And that's it at the end of the day, no? So
Yeah, I think ultimately it does come down to that. You know, like there's speculation about it was just all a publicity stunt, right? To kind of get people on his side. When I say his, I mean Trump.
right.
Because I mean, we going back, like I mean, y ahorita ya están saliendo a lot of videos and stuff like that. Like he's the one that started this whole TikTok thing to begin with,
Yeah.
right? He was
that
like
too.
the blaming the Chinese and all this other stuff that he was saying to get TikTok banned, and now he's coming in as like, I rescue TikTok. Here's TikTok for the people, right? But I mean, aside of that and all the politics around it, I mean, you and I say you guys because I mean I had the app and I talked about it, how I recently downloaded, but how was it going TikTok dark for 12 hours? I mean, you guys got what online on what was Saturday? Saturday the day that it went offline? Saturday
Yeah.
yeah,
morning?
like
Yeah, it went offline Saturday. Yeah.
like in the afternoon, like como las 9 de la noche, 9:30 por ahí.
El
So,
sábado a
like,
las 9 de la noche?
yeah, like it was like
Yeah.
8:30,
Mm.
9:30,
Okay.
9:30, like around 9:30, somewhere around there, 8:30, 9:30.
About-
But so TikTok went dark around 9:30. By like 11 p.m. I was on Red Note. Like I jumped.
Uno con mente de chavorruco, digo, I don't think you guys were out on Saturday night. Estaba muy frito, las rodillas no iban a responder, so estaban at home. So, ¿qué,
Not
¿qué
gonna lie, it was
estaban
cold,
haciendo
dude,
con
but I
su
was
tiempo?
out, dude. I was out, dude. I was out and about. I went to a friend's house to watch some playoffs for
Tú te
football.
calentaba las rodillas con el fire de los wildfires allá, ¿no?
I was out with we got together the people who joined the fantasy football league last year. We got
Mhm.
together at one of the guys' house and we had a little barbecue. And then my girl got there with the girls, and they told me that it was off. It's like no way. So I got on, and like a video would pop up, and then it would tell you like, yeah, we're pretty much like going dark or whatever. And
Yeah.
then I was like, what? No way. Boom. And I have a VPN where I'm able to switch it right to a different country. And I was like, oh, it's gonna work. It didn't work. I feel like it worked for like a little bit more second, maybe like 2 more seconds than I would open it here, I guess. But because my account was, I guess, based in the US, that's why.
Your account was so you have an
Mhm.
American account, an
Yeah.
account in the US because of that. Doesn't matter
Mhm.
where you are. Now you could get it if you had a VPN and you had an account from some other country.
I heard. So eventually, that's what I was gonna do, but that shit came back the following day in the morning.
It was
you
like
know?
real fast. Like
was
people were
weird.
like, oh, like
So weird.
you couldn't even miss it, dude.
It was weird. It was.
If you wanted to sleep early, you definitely missed it, dude.
Pedrito
was like-
missed it, dude.
Oh,
Pedrito,
for
missed
sure,
it.
dude.
Missed it, dude.
Yeah, he was in bed by 6 in the afternoon, dude, for
Pedrito
sure.
ni se dio cuenta que TikTok got banned, dude. Or
Se durmió y se despertó when it was back, dude.
yeah,
For sure.
He
dude.
slept through the
Pero-
whole thing, dude.
you see,
Dude,
dude.
I was being so productive, dude. I was ready to like find cures to like cancer y todo el pedo, güey. Pero pues,
Dude.
it's all good, and I was so close, and I was like, fuck.
I'll tell you this, obviously we always say the internet stays undefeated. I was seeing a bunch of fucking like videos on TikTok before it got blacked out, and it was like, ¿qué va a pasar con todas las recetas que nunca cociné? Like a
Oh,
bunch of, it was
yeah.
just a bunch of shit, dude. And it was hilarious. I did see a bunch of videos they were saying bye, like, oh well, just in case we do get censored, follow us in our all those other socials and this and that. So again, it was a weird thing to like. It was just it was weird.
You know what's weirder, dude? I had Chinese people calling me a refugee, dude.
Oh shit!
So from when you're on Red Note, right, and you come in,
Oh, sí.
yeah, they're all like, "Oh, welcome refugees." Dude, they were very nice, dude. I will say this: they were very nice, bro. Like they were like showing us Mandarin of like it is very simple, like this is how you say simple words. This is how you read the characters. And dude, the fucking memes were hilarious. Like, and it was like, so it was a culture shock because people were comparing prices of like gallons of milk and cars and like,
Oh shit!
how much is like, and it was just random stuff, right? Somebody would be like, oh, do Chinese people like drinking whiskey? Like do Chinese people like, what is your like favorite American restaurant and stuff? Now they asked a question, and I was very surprised by the answer because there was a shitload of Mexicans, dude, shitload of Mexicans from the United States and from Mexico, right? They asked, "What is the most famous Mexican in China?" So, who do you guys think is the most famous Mexican in China, according to Red Note?
El
I don't know
Chavo
why.
del Ocho.
Oh shit! I don't know why I thought of wrestling, dude. I thought of Rey Mysterio because he's currently active. Y todo ese pedo.
Well, Tank can't answer because Tank already knows the answer, right?
Yeah.
But, so
Can I
both of
phone a
those
friend?
were pretty high. No, you can't.
Tank?
No, you can't. No, like Tank, you could give them a hint, but like something where it's like it's not a giveaway.
Oh, bad.
Fuck.
Chente, dude. Chente.
That was
Is that
happening.
Chente?
Like there was a
Oh,
lot of
shit.
people.
Drug
Like, there
lords.
was a lot of people that kept getting named, but there was one person that was like unanimously like the person that
That was it.
Juan Gabriel.
He's still well known, but I want to say he was even more known
was.
in the 90s.
Carlos
Or-
Slim.
who Carlos
Yeah,
Slim.
No, no, no.
Hey, that's a good one, dude. He was the richest man in the world at some point. What the fuck?
I don't think in the 90s, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think the
Yeah.
90s.
yeah, late 90s, but yeah.
What otro hint?
That's because I feel like if I give another hint, it's gonna be a little too obvious.
Dale, pues ya,
Dale.
ya estamos aquí.
Make
Ya,
it
pues
obvious.
sí.
He was a colorful character.
Chabelo.
Memín Pingüín. Oh.
No way.
It's like,
Cepillín,
never
Cepillín.
mind.
Cepillín.
No way.
Nah.
He's still alive, but
Okay.
he was an athlete.
Ooh. Campos.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Campos?
Really?
Jorge Campos was like they kept saying Jorge Campos, and I guess over there in China, like Jorge Campos was pretty well known, and like even in anime and in manga, they still reference
Oh, damn.
Campos.
Really? That's cool. That's fucking cool.
So
I
do you
did-
think he knows and shit? Like,
Maybe. I don't know. Probably not.
If he got a red note, he would know, dude.
Oh, for real. But
Easy.
dude, I didn't get on Red Note. Romero, did you get on that? I know you barely got on TikTok, but did you get on Red Note?
No.
Yeah, I didn't get on that. I know you guys said you guys did, but I didn't even download the app.
Only
I didn't. Yeah, I was scared, dude. I'm not
Mira,
gonna lie.
aquí tengo la receta.
Scared of what,
La
dude?
receta. Did
Dude,
you guys,
last thing I wanted was like fucking FBI coming in my door, like llevando menchones, ¿no, güey? And like, espérate, todavía no, güey.
Está frío.
Está frío, sí, güey.
Ya vimos, no te dicen. ¿no?
it's RedTube, no es Red Note.
Dude,
Shit,
so I
damn.
saw a video on TikTok that said I'm glad TikTok's back. Like I downloaded that RedTube thing that you guys suggested. It was like it was really
Híjole.
weird. And like,
It was not child friendly. No, it was in PG.
sí.
It was one of those for sure. Pero
Yeah,
va,
espérate,
muchachos.
pero les iba- I was gonna share real quick la receta, dude, de cómo regresamos a TikTok, dude. Did you guys see this? El domingo borran TikTok, el lunes nos deportan, el martes llegamos al rancho, el miércoles nos ponemos una pedota y el jueves bajamos TikTok en México, muchachos.
That's true, dude. I saw your cousin posted a thing on Facebook que dice mando TikToks por WhatsApp por $5. I was like, oh shit. I was like, okay.
No, let me get a few, no? Like,
Sí. ¿Cuántos quieren, no? Aquí a casa. How many do you guys want, no? Como si fueran tacos. ¿Cuántos quieren? What category,
¿cuánto
no?
quieren? Que pique o que no pique, ¿no?
Sí.
Like,
Ah, shit. Pero yeah, we got
So
TikTok
now
back.
now that
TikTok.
TikTok's back, you guys expressed a little bit before we started recording that it doesn't feel the same.
Correct.
Stank said that.
Is it just
Tank said that.
algorithm? Is it algorithm? Is it just like shit that you wouldn't normally see? Do you think he needs to learn the new algorithm again? Like what is it?
so I was seeing that people were saying that since it went like it blacked out,
Mhm.
it might take some time otra vez to like for the algorithm to like kind of like you start building your
Learn
algorithm
you?
otra vez. Yeah. And maybe that's the case porque like I was getting things that I was like nunca, like I never searched up and stuff like that. And I did notice that even though I haven't searched it up, like yesterday my feed was like filled with the inauguration of Trump. So I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming también porque pues that's like the hot topic and
Trending.
stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The important question is, was it pro or was it more, like kind of discussing of like, look what he's doing, kind of in a bad way.
No, like I wouldn't say it was necessarily pro.
Okay.
It was como te dijera, it started off as non-pro, whereas you start like going to the comments and like clicking the blue comments, y pues te lleva a otros videos y así, y después empiezan a llegar comments or videos that are justifying what happened. Like the whole Elon Musk thing and like todo ese pedo, de que ahora es un romano, apparently, dude. He is like,
Fucking guy.
That shit is wild.
yeah, dude, that shit was fucking wild, dude.
That shit was fucking wild.
He's something.
For people to like aplaudirle, dude, in the middle of the fucking, inauguration, it's like, no mames.
Crazy.
Dude, it's definitely something, dude. Like, they were like, so what I mean by like, I like TikTok more than other social media is, for example, I didn't even know there was a women's march on the 18th, right? Like the annual women's march.
Mhm.
Like I had forgotten about it. No me salía nada. So me salió un montón on TikTok. Like on TikTok me salía like, the Women's March, what they were protesting, or but ya ves que like it's the Women's March, but they protest for other stuff. They protest for, you know, for all gender rights. They protest for like immigration. They protest for like hate crimes. Black Lives Matter. Like pro-choice, like science. All these other all these other aspects as well. So it's a very powerful march.
Mhm.
So me salía on TikTok, pero no me salía on Instagram. Like I would actually search it up, me salía. So the like I reposted it, but the only way I was able to repost it is Ben and Jerry's, the ice cream company. They actually posted it on their TikTok. So I went and I searched them up on Instagram, and I found the video that they posted on Instagram.
Oh shit! Really?
So that's the one I reposted. So
That's
the one I
crazy.
reposted was literally from Ben and Jerry's.
That's crazy.
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't see any big difference. I mean, I've been searching like fucking fishing and like shit like that. It's que yeah, soy un fisherman. Yeah, I got 2 fish. And I got 2 fish. What is it, like 2 weeks ago? Yeah, I'm a dedicated fisherman. I don't have a license.
I got. I was just
Allegedly, I
like,
didn't renew
yeah, I
it.
got a. Muy like I got a family to feed now with my whatever I catch and shit. No?
But no, I've been searching a bunch of shit. But the same feed that I left off before it went dark is the same kind of feed that I've been getting right now. So it really hasn't changed. Pero yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen a change. I would ask for Romero like if he saw something, but I know he kind of really gets on. So
They go like
Yeah.
there was a lot of people that were kind of. I mean, so it depends, right? If you go down the rabbit holes, you'll find a whole bunch of things, and
yeah, of course.
conspiracy theories almost. So like there's the fact that what is it? TikTok created an account on Facebook, and then Facebook, I think, was it Facebook that created an account on TikTok? También?
Yeah.
And then right también like on the 20th, Meta, I mean, they came out with their own kind of platform. Porque so the what is it? ByteDance owns TikTok, and they own like Lemonade,
Mhm.
and I mean they own CapCut. Like I don't know if you've seen CapCut. The videos are
Yes.
being edited by CapCut, so those are owned by by the same company. So CapCut also got banned because
Oh,
of this
shit.
whole everything.
Yeah.
So like Meta released their own version now of CapCut, right? And what's it called? And CapCut is still not usable on TikTok, and like people still don't have the live feature like here in the United States, but in other
Mhm.
places they do. So there's a few little things that like have not officially came back yet, and
I
at the
heard.
same time it was like, well, according to what people say is if Trump was going to overturn like the whole ban, that it was most likely a like, all right, well, we're in the process of selling TikTok. As long as they show like, oh well, look, we're looking for people to buy it. So from there, he's able to extend it. And I don't know if it's one of those like he could just do executive orders on it. I haven't looked through all the executive orders. There's so many of them to see if one of them was on TikTok. Pero
It was.
I know that, huh? It was.
Yeah. On TikTok, yeah.
Porque like yeah, that was one of the ways that he could do it, and it was just weird how Trump se juntó. He had dinner with the CEO of TikTok and with Mark Zuckerberg. So it was just weird, and after that, like they've been really like, all right, well, and you could kind of like TikTok now like Facebook has a TikTok account, and TikTok has a Facebook account now, or I don't know if they have an Instagram account or whatever. But
Mhm.
like it's stuff that people were like, well, this is weird, like how they're interacting now. So
Yeah.
And
Well,
and I
speaking
think
of
at times,
dale,
sorry,
Romero.
yeah, no, at times of that push of TikTok also gaining popularity was people stepping away from the
correct,
Instagram, the Facebook, right?
right,
Yeah,
So
no
now
doubt.
seeing all of these social networks working together, does that have an effect on how you utilize social media? I've seen
Yeah.
people saying like they're completely getting off of Facebook, they're completely getting off any Meta platform. Um,
I saw that too.
I haven't. I've seen some people say that they're no longer interested in TikTok.
Yeah.
So do we see like a change in how people use social media and what platforms and the signups in each platform? Do you think that's coming, or things are just going to roll the same? It's just going to be a an impact for now, maybe this month, and then afterwards, people go back to their usual habits.
I think
That's a good one.
yeah, I think that's the thing though, like because I know there's a lot of people that um grew resentment towards Meta
Mhm.
because Zuckerberg was like really pushing the whole TikTok thing, and it seemed like like TikTok's like the biggest competition as far as like social media and stuff like that, just because like they usually end up buying um like for example like Instagram and todos estos other places that like become a competition to them. Um so like yeah, like I know that people were saying they're deleting their meta, and that just the fact that like the reasoning why the TikTok ban was because of the danger of the data, like their data, when
Mhm.
Meta Meta has been selling people's data all along, so it's like, well, if you're really protecting our data, then why are you allowing this other company to be selling our shit, so what is it really about, type of thing. Yes, the pero I don't know. I think it's hard. I know there's other like for example, was it like Blue Sky
Mhm.
that
Yeah.
that was like the alternative to Twitter. I saw that they're doing now was it Flashes, which is
I
supposed to
heard of
be
Flash.
like an alternative to Instagram.
Instagram.
Well, I mean, gee,
It could be. It could be. It could be.
it could be, dude. Like,
Well,
yes,
Tengan cuidado.
and I even saw that it's the Mark Cuban put
Yeah, yeah,
a
yeah.
video, and he said kind of like if somebody is willing to make a platform, but I think it has to kind of like be intertwined with Blueface, no, or Blue Sky.
Blue Sky.
Uh,
Because he's
so
either he's an investor in Blue Sky or he's one of the main owners or most share owners or whatever of Blue Sky.
I'm gonna see
something
because
like that.
I think it has to be kind of like um compatible to the
oh,
platform,
yeah.
and kind of like saying like, and I was like seeing some videos of this one. It was like I don't know if she was the face of the company or okay,
I've seen those too.
but she was saying that it's like an alternative to TikTok. So now, como que you're starting to see a lot of alternatives too, which I mean, fair game, no? Porque otherwise, it's starting to become a
Mhm.
monopoly. As far as social media. Um, so yeah, dude. I mean, I just feel like people are getting tired in general, but I feel like at the same time, it's hard to compete with these global giants now, and
Oh,
Mhm.
it's just hard.
like it's
Quick
hard, but
ignorant
not
question.
impossible.
Do you guys know who owns WhatsApp? Is that Meta?
Meta,
It's Mira,
Meta.
yeah, it's Mira también.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep,
And that's
yep.
what I mean. Like I think even anybody that does not have a social media account, everybody the world
Right.
communicates over WhatsApp regardless. I mean, I'm not there again. Same
I
thing,
mean,
right? I
I
don't
mean,
want
there's
to be
Telegram,
tied
no?
into I don't want a chain group where my tias are telling me if I don't share this with 7 people, you know.
I feel like that's what WhatsApp is, though.
Por
Donde
eso, dude,
recibe
I
el
was like,
rosario, ¿no?
sí, sí, voy a estar leyendo el rosario, dude, en vez de estar trabajando porque no quiero que me vaya mal en la vida y
Sí, sí,
Dude,
güey.
but if we're talking like real, I feel like a lot of the stuff right now that's happening, like people making other social media apps and stuff like that, I feel like it has to do with political views, right? It all falls back, and I feel like it political views. A lot of the stuff that we believe in, right? Like yeah, we went to Miguel says Red Note. Tank says, yeah, he deleted TikTok, like because it's not the same. And I understand maybe it's not the same, but then you also have the other side of the coin where they're very pro-Trump, right? Let's put it how it is. They're pro-Trump. They believe in obviously Elon Musk. They believe in Twitter or X. They believe on TikTok now, especially now because of the fucking
Now they do.
propaganda. Yeah, propaganda that they fucking like, oh, thanks to President Trump and thanks to this, like where our efforts and we're back on online or whatever. I just feel like everything has turned into such a political theory as far as like, well, you get to choose, right? Like you want to go with TikTok where it's backed up by President Trump, or you want to try to go with a startup company that's almost similar to TikTok or same concept, but it's just a startup. Like, do you guys feel that like it's kind of leaning towards that a little bit, or was it just me that is just kind of overthinking it in a way?
That's like the news channels.
Just like
I
the
mean-
news channels, yeah,
No.
exactly.
And I was gonna say, I think it's gotten to the point where social media is obviously, como dice Romero, like integrated so much into our lives that it's starting
Oh,
to
hell yeah.
become, ¿cómo se llama? Politically weaponized. And like, como dicen, exactly like the media. You know, at some point, I'm sure the media wasn't like what it is now,
Yeah.
and now everybody's like aligned with whoever they're aligned with and protecting their best interests of their company or lo que fuera. So yeah,
Or
I think that's
themselves.
just
Or
or
themselves,
themselves.
it was because of the tax fucking bracket gets the government.
Right. So I think it's just it's starting to become that maybe, and because when we were growing up, social media wasn't this thing that it is now. Like, por eso it was so free, you know, because it's like on chamacos, like on fucking social media, like messaging each other and shit like that. And now, like the fucking how big it got and how like embedded it is in everybody's lives, then it's like, all right, it's another tool now to push agendas and stuff like that. So, yeah.
I just want to say it's everybody's fault, right? What's going on is everybody's fault because we all betrayed Tom, dude. All Tom wanted to do was be our friend,
Our friend.
and he created a space for all of us. We were able to put music and
It was my
videos
space, dude.
and
It was my own space.
have everything.
Yeah.
Right? You had your own space. Like you put your music. Like when you were editing your page, buscabas the there were people that
Most
buscaban
getterific.
yeah, like the getterific ones, or
Graphics.
like the under construction backgrounds
Yeah.
while they were
Mhm.
Good times,
while they
dude.
were looking for other ones.
Good times.
So some may say, do they learn how to code through MySpace? Only
Allegedly.
some, dude. Porque
Allegedly.
otros,
Hay
otros
uno
dicen que
hacía
no.
sus pininos, dude. Empezaba sus pininos de coding, dude.
Wow, muchachos, let's take to the agenda, dude. We worked so fucking hard on this. As I say, we, also known as Romero and Tank, also known as Stank. Welcome back, Trump, dude. Welcome back. He made an appearance, no, an episode, no, which he did, dude. We were, I think we're, whoa, no, we weren't recording that time, pero he made an appearance, no. He's back, dude. He's back. It's a little scary. He did sign a shitload of fucking executive orders. I do see here that he signed up to 26, or it's exactly 26. Do you guys know?
It's 26.
26. Okay.
Yeah. So last time he was president, I believe he only signed one. And this time around he signed 26. Last time around, according to this thing, the first 100 days he had signed 38. So in 100 days, firmó 38 executive orders his last presidency. Now on the first day, that's like fucking more than half in un pinche día, güey. So it makes you wonder how many more he's gonna sign. Because he's planning on signing more. It's just those are the initial ones that came across.
Crazy how he signs in, like, I mean, it's no like secret right now, right? We're not for Trump. So if you're for Trump, my respects. That's everybody's opinion. But
no, like,
but fuck you. I know, cierto. No, I'm just kidding. Stick around. We still got a little left.
They can't censor us now, dude.
We got 15 minutes left to the episode. Come on. I'm just joking. But he did sign a couple. And he was
¿Qué dice, no? Fuck you desde México, ¿no?
Ah, come on.
Pero viendo TikTok de allá, no, por
A rato que me reporte de México bien laggy, a ver cómo le vamos a hacer. He signed 26. A couple of them was apparently here, according to my boy Stank. He said designated cartels and other organizations as foreign terrorist organizations, and especially designated global terrorists. So I feel like this is leaning more towards Mexico. You guys agree? Like
Yeah.
the cartels and all
It's
that stuff,
definitely, yeah.
obviously.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So
there is one thing with this, right? So this is something that they've been wanting to push for a while,
right.
and
I
it's
think I know
because
where you're going with this.
since they are a foreign terrorist organization now, like for example, Al Qaeda, like all these organizations,
ISIS and all that.
right? They're going to people are assuming that they're going to use this as a reason for them to go into Mexico, because this was a huge thing after the what was it, the lithium find
Lithium,
in
yeah.
Mexico.
Yep.
Fuckload of lithium, dude.
So now this could be a push for the lithium.
Yes. Yeah, I agree. Second, another one here, defending women from gender ideology, extremism, and restoring biological truth to the federal government. So he did say that there's only women, there's only men, there's nothing else, there's no other gender. Like that's what he's sticking to. One thing on TikTok that popped up in the morning was Bruce Jenner, because that's his name.
Oh,
Bruce Jenner, also known as what's her name?
Caitlyn.
fuck.
Caitlyn Jenner. I guess he put something as like, "Oh, thank God, Mr. President" or whatever, and somebody replied to, "Well, what did he reply to?"
He's like, you better what's it called? Fuck. You better call yourself Bruce now from now on,
Yeah,
because that's
yeah,
what
he's
he,
like, that's what he signed into, no? Like he
Yeah.
signed. He technically signed for people to call you Bruce, like some shit like that. Like there's no, even though he switched genders, right, according to him and whatever he believes in, no big deal for me. But yeah, you're supposed to call him Bruce. Technically, that's what you're supposed to call him according to what he signed, because there's
Yeah.
no she if you're him, and there's no him if you're she, right? So Romero seems a little bit lost. You guys want to explain to Romero what's going on?
I completely like I understand what's going on here.
You were about to
just-
say on
it-
board, and then you just thought about
Not
it.
yes, I'm not on board. I understand what's going on. What as you were describing this Bruce and situation, as a transgender person, he was representing one of the companies that I was doing some marketing work for in a gala, and I had a chance to interact with them. Um, and it blows my mind, right? Like again, it's that contradictory thing that somehow Trump followers and I hate to generalize the term, but like the Trump followers are able to put aside where they stand to follow and agree with what he says, right?
I
Like
think
as a
he followed it
transgender
up.
person, go ahead.
I got a question. You met a Jenner, and you still did not make it to the reality show, though.
No, he's
I
not talking
probably
about
did,
Jenner.
dude. I don't know. I probably
Oh,
did.
or-
And I don't know because I don't watch
Cool.
that, dude. I don't keep up with the Kardashians, dude.
You see
You
it.
must
I
have
should
Romero
actually
knowing
look
that.
into that, dude. But so I can cash in my royalties, dude.
You say
see.
do at this point.
But yeah, that's
Another one that just one more. Another one that he did was declaring a national emergency at the southern border of the United States.
Yeah.
So no more. Pretty much what he wanted to do was, if you're going to apply for asylum, you're going to wait in Mexico. That was his thing. I think the first time around, like it's like, yeah, you're not coming to the U.S. Under the Biden administration, you were able to apply for asylum and kind of wait in the country and see where your progress and your case goes through. But in this case, yeah, he declared a national emergency over there. So there's obviously many more. We did say 26 as of day one.
But,
Dude,
like,
I think
one
the
of
other
the
one,
big-
I mean, is kind of crazy, restoring the death penalty.
I was gonna say I was gonna say like the one that's crazy is withdrawing from the World Health Organization.
they're all fucking
Dumb,
crazy, yo. Like,
Yeah.
He kept saying, this one's big.
Yeah.
This one's really big. And I was like, okay. And everybody was like, yeah.
Dude, it's fucked up. Like it's fucked up.
No, there's a lot of shit that's fucked up. But I guess where his point is like we are investing so much money into this shit and we're not getting nothing back. That's pretty much his point of view. As far as I've been seeing when it comes to like
That's
the
what it
world,
seems like.
right? Yeah, it's like we're investing this amount of millions of dollars, while fucking France or Canada are investing 300,000. It's like, why are we investing more money into this shit and they're not? Like, he feels like it's not a fair ground. That's what he's saying, pretty much what I believe in.
So the reason why Mr. Trump, in case you're listening to this podcast,
He does,
Uh,
dude.
right? I know he listens because I know he's a fan of Palabra the Tank. He's like, oh, Palabra the Tank,
Oh boy, he's not a fan of
amazing,
me, boy.
great,
The best.
Don't be saying this.
fantastic. I love him. Executive order for him to make one during every press conference.
Oh,
Um,
Every day of school, imagine. Like the principal when they used to say something like over the intercom. Use your tech. Oh boy.
Right
get
after
ready
the
for
Pledge of
it.
Allegiance.
Take it. I forgot all about that. It just came boom
Oh,
randomly. I swear to God.
I'm just a comedic genius. No?
Um,
no,
Wait,
but I
one
was
that we
gonna
don't
say,
have here on the agenda was sorry, Miguel. Where he's trying to revoke citizenship from natural born citizens if born by immigrant parents.
that's just fucking
Um,
crazy, dude.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go tie the knot,
so
dude.
I mean,
myself,
it's
dude, at
not
this point.
retroactive. It's not a retroactive. If it does pick up some steam and does go into full effect, I think it's anybody born after February 5th, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
It's like 30 days or something. I don't know. Something like that.
But also to these executive orders, um, they're followed up by lawsuits
Yeah.
and things like that. So it actually puts a hold on these things. That one is one of the hardest ones that I do see actually,
He
getting
would
all
have
the
to
way
change the
through.
Constitution.
Yeah, I was gonna
Right.
say like from what
But
TikTok
the fact
told
that
me.
he was able to put it out there,
Yeah,
like
But he has
it
to
just
though. Keep in mind he has to. Like there's he just has to. Again, he's playing his political role of
Mm.
I'm gonna end this and he's ending it. Technically he's ending it. Is it gonna go through all the way? Right. Is he gonna go through all the way? No, I don't think so either.
Correct. I think he knows it's not going to work, but he
Of
gets
course.
to blame other people.
Yeah, exactly. It's just the role that he has to play. It's just something that he has to do.
I mean, now that
that's
you
it.
mention it, it's kind of like the wall. Like I kind of figure that he should have known
He knew.
that it wasn't gonna happen the way that he was telling his supporters, but they fucking ate that shit up, and
It's the same thing, dude. Exactly. Yeah. Good fucking comparison. It's the same thing. I don't find anything else for it to be like he's switching up the Constitution. Who has ever tried to fucking switch up anything when it comes to the Constitution? Like that's like
But,
written in stone and that's it.
First of all,
based
they
on
got to
that-
find it, dude. Because Nicolas Cage hit it very well, dude.
He fucking did, dude. I forgot the movie, but he did.
Like, and I was saying that I think
National Treasure?
it has to be.
national treasure.
I think it has to be 2/3 of the House and Congress to vote for it in order to even like move on to the next part of changing the Constitution for that to work.
That's hard, dude. That's hard.
Yeah.
I still think that right now, even before it gets to any of those fucking houses, I feel like they has to like a judge could just block it. Like a judge from fucking California is gonna block it. And it's like, okay, well then the government's gonna face or trying to appeal that and it's
They'll
just
go
a
to
legal
Supreme
battle,
Court,
dude. It's such a legal
Yeah.
battle. Like it's such long steps. But yeah, dude,
Right.
he's fucking crazy for that though.
All for Tank to come next term and sign an executive order to get rid of it.
And I was gonna say, like, this puts pressure on the Democratic Party to get their shit together, dude. Because if someone from the Republican Party with the same ideology comes along, obviously they're not gonna revoke a lot of the things like that, where it's like, even though it's still in the legal process, it's still in the process, opposed to llegando someone from like the other party, Democratic Party, and signing an executive order to remove that, So
So right now the House and the Senate are Republican, no? Like, I
Yeah.
think
Yes.
that's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay. So right now, yeah, I think it is time for the Democrat party to actually get their shit together and literally chill back and watch and see how they fuck up or how they do good, whatever it might be. But also, I feel like it's gonna from here on after Trump, I feel like it's gonna be a trend. Like we're gonna get someone else to kind of act like Trump and be like Trump
Yeah.
and try to try to get nominated, and then you're gonna have a Democrat who's gonna try to just be themselves maybe
But
and
see, Democrats have no formula. Es lo malo.
they don't, dude.
Because so like people like Trump, you got DeSantis, no? So like es otro pinche loco también, the guy from Florida.
Oh, Florida. Uh-huh.
Mhm.
So igual. So you have a few that are just like him. They have the same mindset.
Texas governor, the Texas governor,
Right, the Texas governor. But when it comes to Democratic ones, it's like, who can you say is the one that's all right? We should follow his suit besides Obama, right?
The only
Um,
guy that I could think of is the mayor here in California, and his name is
Governor.
Gavin Newsom. Governor Gavin Newsom. That's the only one that I could actually think of. Right now, he's not looking too good because of the fires here in LA. But
that wasn't his fault though.
no, it wasn't his fault, and I agree with it. But there was a fire that happened a couple years ago that he was aware of. He was already governor. He was supposed to fix this and this and that. He never, nothing was fixed, and we're here today, and the fire's 68% contained, or whatever the percentage I gave you guys earlier. But nonetheless, I know it wasn't his fault. Like I get it, I completely understand it wasn't his fault. But I feel like there could have been measures to probably, I don't want to say prevent, but to maybe be alert, maybe
Be better prepared.
contain it, but yeah, better prepared to do these fires. And that's kind of like the debate that I have with my girl, because she thinks like, well, it wasn't his fault. It's like, and I agree, it wasn't his fault, but at the same time, like, there's a fire before a couple of years before. It's for me, it's like, okay, I'm gonna learn from this mistake, and I'm gonna apply this, and this, and that. And
But
unfortunately, he didn't.
Mándale some Batman comics too, para que sepa that he should always have a plan, dude. And I want to say shout out to my girl Becky G, who's killing it out there in LA, dude. She's over there supporting,
Hell yeah,
doing
dude.
a lot. Like
Shout out to her, dude.
We'll see.
But yeah,
shout out to my girl, dude.
Gavin Newsom is one of the names that I could think of that might represent the Democrats in 4
So
years.
right, I think the only ones that pop up is him, AOC, and that's about it, dude.
But
That's
you know
about
what's crazy though? I feel like I see the Republican candidates or presidents, and I see them actually at least try to work for their followers, right? Like lo que le prometen y todo eso. And then I see Democrats that once in office tend to neglect, like, por ejemplo, like los Latinos during when they're running, están queriendo ganar el voto latino,
Of course.
saying like, "Oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that."
Yeah.
And granted, I know that there's a shitload of things that they would have to do, and
Yeah.
maybe that's not a main priority.
Mhm.
But it's like año tras año tras año tras año,
Promising.
it's not a priority. It's not a priority, and it's like, all right, well, when does it become a priority, and when does it become you guys are just playing with the Latino community for your votes, and then neglecting them, and then once otra vez viene re-election, oh, okay, well, this time for real, we're gonna do something, and like they go into office. Oh, es que ahorita no es una priority, you know. Ahorita we gotta do this, we gotta do that, and it's like,
Yeah, it happens all the time. I'll tell you this, dude. I do feel that I do have a big percentage of me believes that Donald Trump's going to give us DACA recipients. He's going to give us some sort of path to citizenship. It's a wild thought. It's a wild thought, but I see many things. I've seen interviews now from now this thing that he's going through with his presidency now than before. Now he's a little bit more for it than before. He probably sees now like the contribution that DACA recipients have as far as maybe even money wise. It's a shitload. So I do have a big feeling that he's gonna go towards that, and he will some sort of way probably implement something where DACA recipients could have some sort of pathway to
I will tell you this.
green card at least.
I would tell you this. It would be the smart thing for him to do.
Honestly,
Because if you think about it, you already have the he did TikTok, right? So he's getting a lot. He's gonna get a lot of young votes. He does DACA. He's gonna get a lot of Hispanic votes, and with that, like the Republican Party will.
so what you're saying is that he's gonna. Oh wait, I was gonna say. What you're saying is that he's gonna be reelected after this second term.
No. So he can't be reelected, right?
Right.
Or
Or could
As
he?
of today.
Or could he? dude?
unless he
Ooh.
starts doing executive orders. Which, by the way, did you know that Tank didn't know that Teddy Roosevelt was president for like 12 to 15 years?
Wow, thanks for calling me out, dude.
Oh, hold on. I didn't know that, dude. Hey, Tank, come here. High
Oh,
five. I got
gracias,
you.
dude. Thank you, dude.
Got you, dude. I
Thank
didn't know that either.
Because
I went to
Yo
Bowling,
nomás
dude,
sabía
my bad,
que yo nomás sabía de Porfirio Díaz, dude, que he lasted
for
30
years,
years.
I mean,
dude.
that's
I thought Teddy Roosevelt was a teddy bear, dude. My bad. I mean,
No,
my bad. At this point, I
I,
thought he was,
I thought he was just a cutie patootie. No,
yeah, dude, I wanted one of those, dude. That's all I knew. Dude. I don't know. That's all I knew, dude. Hey, I went to Bogan too.
It'll be
Well, I went to Bogan and I knew, dude. Like,
Oh,
'cause,
shit. I'm
I was
surprised, dude.
telling, and I didn't even go to class, dude.
That's true. All the gasoline too. It's fucking
Well,
crazy.
no, you were smelling the gasoline. I was just on the passenger, so I mean, I would get secondhand high, dude.
I guess.
Literally.
Dude. I guess. So. Anyway,
Pero-
let's switch it up a little bit, guys. 1 hour mark.
Mhm.
Ya, pues ya la gente ya quiere dejarnos ir.
Before we move on, dude,
Oh,
you did say a shout out to somebody earlier, but shout out to dude. I sent you guys a TikTok
Mm.
about the National Prayer Service. Hey, I don't care what your reaction is to that bullshit, but that TikTok, dude, it was this. I didn't know who she was. Episcopal Right Reverend Buddy. I think that's her name.
I saw it. Yeah.
Yeah.
She directly, as I don't know if she's concluding her speech or whatever, but he's like now I ask you, directly at President Trump, to have mercy on all the people that are scared now because he's in office. And she went at him and told him facts and how ahora sí que people felt about him taking office. And I'm like, there's been many people that have the opportunity to talk to him directly, and she just she knew that she had a platform, and I don't think there was nothing that he could have done about it, but she took that opportunity and really told him not just what his followers want to hear, but also what the opposition feels about him being in office, right? In a very elegant way. And I was like,
respectful.
yo, absolutely, 100%. She took that opportunity and made the most out of it. So I wanted to just mention that, because if you have
Shout
not seen
out,
that
dude.
speech,
Dude,
definitely check it out.
Dude.
Weapon?
Hell yeah.
I got one.
Dude.
Yeah, dude. I got one more shout out, dude.
For who, dude?
Oh, dale.
To was our friend, dude, John Avina. I don't know if you guys seen on his Instagram. I mean, he was saying he's like,
Yep.
hey, these 4 years, next 4 years are gonna be a little bit rough. So that he was going to give away free comics online. So
Oh, hell yeah.
You could actually read all his comics and stuff.
Nice.
He's like,
dude.
you know what? He's like, obviously I'm going to lose money, but we're in this together, and it's going to be a rough 4 years. Like, all we could do is just try and get by. So that's big, dude, especially because that's his livelihood now. And he's willing to be like, you know what? Take my digital comics. I was like, that. I was very surprised when I saw that. So yeah,
Oh, yeah,
definitely
dude.
shout out to him, dude.
Shout out to him, dude. Let's get him on soon. Like
Oh yeah,
next week.
dude. Bye. I'll tell him, dude.
Work on it, dude. Please work on something.
Where can I-
You need to do something. Oh my bad. Oh shit. Lastly, muchachos, let's not spend so much time on this. January Awareness Month. Anybody want to touch a little bit on that?
You do, dude.
Oh shit. Okay, my bad. January mental and physical health. Apparently, January. January is a time to reflect on personal health, community well-being, and social justice issues, making it a significant month for raising awareness about various important causes. Anybody want to take over this, dude? Because I was never really good at public reading in my classroom, dude.
So
I
yeah,
failed a lot of
the
English.
reason why this is on the agenda is because as we talked about mental health and just all these things that are going on, mental and physical health are important, right? January is an awareness month for that, and they specifically focus on, in this case, cervical health awareness month, thyroid awareness month, mental wellness month, National Stalking Awareness Month, National Blood Donor Month, Human Trafficking Awareness Month, Poverty in America Awareness Month. So it does take a lot of shapes, but ultimately it's take care of your mental health, take care of your physical health, and be aware of the crazy shit that's going on around the world and make sure that you're making a positive impact. Um, I just think that I had no idea that it was Human Trafficking Awareness Month, but again, that still it came up last term, right? Or when Trump came into office, there was a lot of talk about um, human trafficking and all these things that are happening. It's still a topic that's there today. It hasn't gone away. So shining the light on that and making sure that people are aware. Um, we can talk about different aspects of human trafficking. But ultimately, when I think about that, I think of kids. Um,
Me too.
and just taking care of our kids, making sure that other kids are safe. Um, and then obviously we've talked about in the last couple of months a lot about physical health as along as mental health. So just being there for one another, holding each other accountable. When we say we're going to go to the doctor, we're going to go to the dentist. I'm working towards that. I have an eye doctor appointment, so that's
Oh,
step one.
that's step one, dude. Hell yeah.
I'm gonna be able to
Props
drive
to
at
you.
night, and not worry about squinting
gi-
my eyes.
Somebody fucking give me that fucking
I got you.
applause.
I got you. I
fucking
got you.
please, dude.
I'm looking for Santa Claus, dude. Don't worry. I'm looking fast. Dude.
Thanks, dude.
No, mira, con este lo
You went to
hacemos.
Bogan, dude. You can't read, dude. Oh shit, that was in the
Oh,
one.
perdón.
Oh, Tank. My boy Stank's getting.
Oh,
All right, Stank.
I was trying to do it
what?
faster, but I finally found it.
There you go, dude. Hell yeah. Good for you, Romero. What else? What else are you doing with your life, dude?
Fíjate, poco a poquito.
Oh, that's it? It's just the eye doctor?
For now.
Dude, you couldn't schedule the eye doctor and the dentist at the same day? Like, come on.
Have you
man.
ever seen that episode of Parks and
Multitasking?
Recreation? Have you ever seen the episode of Parks and Rec where he finally gets insurance, so he goes to the eye doctor, and they're like, "All right, so what do you see?"
Ah,
He's
no.
like, "C R squiggly line, smudge, smudge, coffee cup, smudge, smudge," and like Andre Plaza is like, se le queda viendo like to the board, like what? He's like upside down C, another smudge. Yeah, I can't read the bottom row, and they're like, "You drove here." Just
For
after
real,
that.
dude.
It's not that bad. It's not that bad.
Yes.
Um,
As far as we know, allegedly, no?
Allegedly.
sí. Yeah. We will find out in 2 weeks, no?
Robert's looking that
Yeah,
way, no? Like, yeah, it's not that bad. I promise you guys. I promise. No? The fucking camera right here.
the camera's right here, but I got 3 monitors, dude. So
Ah.
Loopholes. Pero,
yeah.
but that's it, dude. Any final thoughts? Or thank you guys for tuning in. What was going on? That's it.
Any closing remarks?
I don't know.
What do you got,
Tank,
Miguel?
you got something?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I think that it's our responsibility to keep everybody informed and checking on everybody. Obviously, not only with what's happening now, but obviously, I mean, it's like it being Mental Health Awareness Month, and with everything that's going out today, or like with Trump and with everything that está pasando, like I feel like everything is just skyrocketing even more, right? Like, I know that what's it called? The hotlines for taking your own life awareness have been skyrocketing since he was announced, and then even more when he was officially kind of sworn in. So obviously, it's like like definitely checking on everybody, and at the same time, keep everybody informed when it comes to immigration, when it comes to their rights, when it comes to everything. Like, and just remember, like it may not be particularly important to you, but it's particularly important. it is not only just particularly important, but it is like their whole life, right, for somebody else. So
I
definitely,
agree.
just help a brother out, dude.
Hell yeah, dude. Good stuff, Megan. Good stuff.
I will just say political views aside, like just piggybacking on what Miki just said. Political views aside, whether you voted for Trump, didn't vote for Trump, like Trump, dislike Trump, at the end of the day, there's a lot of changes that are going to start happening, whether we like them or don't. Um, just being there for one another, that's the best thing you can do as a friend, as a human being, um, and just being uh, being willing to listen and just if you can offer advice, if you don't have advice to offer, point people in the right direction. That's the best thing you can do. Just because you don't know how people are coping with certain things that are happening in their own life. So
We listen and don't judge, no? Pretty much. So.
there you
We
go.
listen, don't judge, but help.
At least help, dude. And if you're not gonna help, stay out the way. That's fair. That's fair. Tank, anything you want to say?
Pues now that we could spread misinformation. A mí se me hace que Trump la tiene chiquita, güey, eh. Ya que no, they can't fucking do anything, dude. A mí se me hace, dude.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. I have not done videos in a long time, but this is a perfect time to do videos, dude, because of that. You'll definitely have FBI.
When you say videos, what kind of videos? Porque uno está hablando que la tiene chiquita y tú haciendo videos.
El del Tank, dude, diciendo que la tiene chiquita, dude.
Oh,
You mean
clips.
clips.
Clips. Ah, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
My bad.
The way you said it was like, oh, well, I don't know.
Güey,
No, you're gonna be
espera,
video.
güey. Yo dije que Trump la tiene chiquita, güey.
Por eso.
No, you said, dice Chen que la tiene chiquita. Güey. No, yo no dije.
Por eso. Dice el Tank que la tiene chiquita el Trump.
Sí, güey. Sí.
That's what we're gonna do, dude.
Va.
I guess clips coming soon, dude. Ya ni modo. Like, ya me animó. Pero enough is enough. Diría mi girl. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Rate, review, and subscribe. All links can be found at everybodydrinks.com. Vámonos. Porque no soy de aquí, pero sé inglés. ¿eh?
Ahí está Romero. Fuck, I gotta buy another domain now.
Now we
No, vámonos. Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook at Everybody Drinks Pod. Romero, ya. Todos toman pod. Ya no te enojes, ya.
Por favor, gracias.
Cuídense todos.
Va.
Ahorita lo ves. Ahorita está bien motivado looking for the domain. ¿Cómo decía? Chao, chao. Chao.
Chao, chao.
Chao, chao. Sí, era chao, chao, ¿no?
I remember.
No sé qué se haya hecho de Cristina Saralegui.
I just know
No,
she
tampoco.
así nada más. O no sé si así o así. She was pressing that button, dude. That's all I
Paco
know.
Stanley, ¿no? Decía el kiss, 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 kiss.
Sí,
Bien,
Va,
muchachos.
hacemos.
Cuídense, nos vemos la próxima semana.
Adiós.
Vamos.
We're going live next week, yeah?
Oh, I don't know. That's so much commitment, dude. We'll see what
Ahí les
happens next week,
avisamos.
dude. Vamos.
Sí.